I'm going to introduce Aditya the way he describes himself in his blog. He calls himself an actor. He is an actor, a traveler, a philosopher, and a romantic. Sorry to wake you up so early on a Sunday morning.
My pleasure. It looks good. This is the first time I'm seeing the day the way it is at this time of
But
year.
I thought maybe you'd be up already because your little daughter wakes up at this time.
She is actually a very well-behaved daughter, so she sleeps through just like an adult, and she gets up at our convenient time, which is about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I'm okay with it.
So, have you mellowed down after the baby?
No, not really. It's just made me more passionate about a whole lot of things, because now I realize there's so much more to life than what I had initially thought. Because I thought that was just one gamut of it, right? Now you have a baby and the whole thing is much more than what you had
How
initially.
old is she?
Her name is Natasha, and she's now 9 months old, and she's a bundle.
You know, I was reading your blog yesterday. I thought that's the best way to do research because you're literally pouring your heart out into the blog. And hey, I didn't know you had so many facets to you because the impression that I have of Aditya is a big bully.
Generally, that's what people always think about actors. Yeah? I mean, he acts and that's about it, nothing more
No,
than that.
not about actors, because I'll tell you why I had that impression of him. We were acting in a serial together called Tandira Bhumi, directed by Gerard.
Way many years ago. Yes, I remember.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like this scrawny little thing, you know, my first television serial. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do it, but I like new experiences, so I said, let me see what this is all about. And he played the villain character.
Yeah, I was playing bad boy. That's why I always keep getting the bad boy roles. I hadn't actually see, look at me smile and stuff. I'm a good guy.
So I remember all the guys on the set, okay, would just traumatize me. They would ask me uncomfortable questions. They would hound me. And I remember that actress Alfonso, she was on my side. She was
Yes.
the only woman on the set
Yes.
whenever I was there. Right?
If you should call her that, yes.
She was lovely. She was. I remember we went to Kerala
Yes.
for one leg of the shoot, and eventually I ran away from the shoot.
Yeah, we all wondered what happened. You suddenly disappeared. You were there one day and the other day you weren't.
And my character had to be finished off. I played a journalist, and they had to just kill me off because they didn't know what to do with the storyline.
True. I remember that. It
So
was-
how many serials did you do after that?
Well, that was my first foothold that I got into Chennai because I'm not originally from here. I didn't grow up in Chennai. So when I wanted to come in and settle down and try to get into a career of acting, the first thing I could get hold of was the serial. I did about 3 serials after that. The one after Tandira Bhumi was a serial by director Balachandar. A serial called Anni, which was supposed to be a guest appearance. I did a short bit, which was nice. He told me it would just be for a couple of episodes, but then the whole thing dragged, and it was nice, actually, the whole experience of working with him. And then I did one more, which was, they had like a one story, 5 days, you know, so that kind of thing. That was a very small stint. That's about it. 3 serials, and then I went on to acting in movies.
No, but working with Balchandar sir, what was that like? I mean, because he is supposed to be extremely disciplined and organized and methodical. Is that true?
To a large extent, yes, but there is also this great fear factor that's been built around him. The honest fact is that he's such a gentleman, he's such a wonderful person. I learned so much about acting from him because before that, I was really raw. I have had no acting experience as such. So I did a bit of theatre about a year before I got into acting on screen. So it was Balachandar sir who actually taught me a whole lot of other gamuts about acting itself, you know, which made it very easy for me. And he is not as dangerous as people make him sound to be. You know, he's actually a very nice man.
No, so you just gave up like a full-time job, just took a chance and came from Bangalore, I
Yes,
remember, right?
yes.
Because we spoke a bit of Kannada on
Yes.
location. Wasn't that a big risk? What were you thinking?
This question keeps coming to me very often. See, I'm actually a civil engineer. That's my educational background. But there are things you do, there are things you want to do, and there are things you can do. This is something that I want to do. I've always wanted to be an actor. And there was this one fine day I remember I was sitting...
But rather late, no? I
Pretty,
mean,
pretty much, yes.
How
I was in my late 20s. I was 28 when I shifted to Chennai. So that was like really, you know, I mean, pretty late in my life. But then there was this wake-up call which happened to me on the lines of, you can sit here and think, I mean, you can imagine that you could have been a great actor or a good actor. You can talk about it to your grandchildren when they're sitting around you and tell them, no, no, I can actually do better than that. Or you can go ahead and try and do it and achieve something at it. So, like I said, there are things you want to do and things you can do. I wanted to make a living by doing things that I wanted to do. So I just took a risk. I had no clue about anybody here in Madras, Chennai, and I just came here knocking doors, and then it happened. It took me 3 years to get my first role, but it happened.
And then from serials, your first break in cinema happened when? How?
How? Yeah, well, a lot of knocking doors actually. It's not as easy as, I mean, I've heard so many actors talking about how it just happened by accident. Nothing ever happens by accident. I think people actually take time off to get into movies. That's the only way it happens. Because even if an opportunity does arise, you still take a call on whether you want to go ahead with it or not. So going by that, I went around knocking doors, trying to get a role with a lot of people. I was shut out. A lot of people looked at me and said, you look too decent. Because back then, if you remember, I didn't have a mush or a beard, and I had a nice side parting. Things like that.
Coconut oil too?
No coconut oil. I kind of hate oil on my hair. So because of that, the roles that were being offered to me at that point when I went around asking was I could be a professor or somebody's brother. I wasn't really interested in that. And so it took me about 3 years to understand how I could position myself. By when I started growing a beard and a mustache and started looking bad. I realized after a hero and the heroine in a movie, the next most important character is the bad guy. I positioned myself that way, and it all happened quite quickly because I met up with this director, Mr. Maharajan, who was then casting for a movie called Anjaneya. And also at the same time, I had met up with director Charan. And both of them incidentally cast me at the same time. So even though I was a newcomer, I actually had 2 movies going at the very same time when I started.
As they say, when it rains, it pours.
And that's sort of.
And roles have been pouring ever since. Actor Aditya will tell us more after a short break.